What you streaming?
Hey y'all!
Hey everybody!
Welcome to the What You Streamin' podcast. I'm Allie.
This is Katie.
And we are your hosts of this fantastic little podcast called What You Streamin'. Hello everyone. Welcome to the What You Streamin' mini episode. This one is gonna be super mini. By the way, this is your host, Allie Coots. Welcome. Hi. Hello. This is the last mini episode of The Wandering, of What You Streamin'. I almost said The Wandering Creatives Podcast, which is my other podcast that I'm currently recording for. Gotta keep shit straight. But anyways, this is the last mini episode for What You Streamin'. So we have made it through a full season of this little adventure that has been the What You Streamin' podcast. I originally started this one as kind of a way to take a break from my other podcast, the Fun with Friends podcast, and to kind of try something a little new, something that had to do with movies. One of my all-time favorite podcasts is How Did This Get Made? And I still enjoy how they cover movies and, the guests that they have, and wanted to try my hand at that genre of podcast. So What You Streamin' has been kind of a little bit of an experiment, and I've absolutely loved doing it. And still don't know if there's going to be a season 2. There might be. There may not be. I don't know yet. I got a co-host. Got to check in with her. Got to see what she thinks. And, see if we can make it work. But it's been a really great time just getting to talk about shows and movies, especially with the directors who make them. It's been really kind of eye-opening and fascinating to learn about their journeys in filmmaking and the struggles, the ups and downs of kind of living that life. And so it's been great. I've absolutely loved it. And the really cool thing is I recently went back and looked at my bucket list journal that I have for the Fun with Friends podcast, because that podcast is all about getting out there and trying new things. So I started writing down my bucket list items, or the things I wanted to achieve, to kind of help me work my way through that list as part of my other podcast. And when I was looking at the list, I had a couple of items that I get to check off now because of What You Streamin'. And one of those was start a movie podcast, and the other one was interview movie directors. So I get to check those 2 items off of my bucket list because I have done it. So that's pretty sweet. That's pretty cool. That's I don't know. I forgot I had them on my list, and so looking back at it and being able to say I have done those things. I have achieved 2 items on my bucket list, so I can check those off and start on some of the other ones, which one of them is to start a true crime podcast. And I've got some ideas, but that might have to wait because I've got other things in the works right now, and that might be something a little further down the road, but I definitely have some good ideas for that one. So yeah, anyways, that's I guess what I wanted to share this week in the mini episode is that this has been a really great ride, kind of great experiment. And yeah, maybe we'll keep doing it. I don't know. I don't know, man. Who knows what the future holds? And Katie and I will be doing a final, main episode together. The season finale will be next week. And we're just going to kind of talk about what this has been like for us. What our favorite things have been. What some of the favorite movies and shows have been that we've talked about. What some of the shows are, or some of the content is that we wanted to cover that we didn't get to, because there was a lot, especially when it comes to online concerts. We stream a lot of those, and we fully intended to talk about those on the podcast, and to give like each of them their own episode, but it was something that we just never got around to doing. Never really had time to record it. So we're going to talk about some of the things that we didn't get to do full episodes on. So you are still going to get to kind of hear our take on some of the concerts that we've been streaming, which consist of a lot of K-pop concerts and 311 and really a wide variety of music. So we're going to talk about that a little bit, as well as some of the movies that we had on our list originally that, again, we just didn't get to. So we're going to talk about those, and we're going to give you some of our final recommendations about what we think you should be streaming, what we're currently streaming, and you can do with those as you like. Take it or leave it, right? But yeah, I think that's all that's all I got for this mini episode. Like I said, it's short, super short this week. I can't thank you all enough for tuning in and kind of giving us some love and support on this little adventure. And again, would really like to know if you think we should do a season 2. If you've enjoyed this podcast, shoot us a message. Leave us a voicemail, hit us up on Instagram, Twitter, wherever, you can find us. All the information is in the episode description about where you can contact us. And yeah, give us a yay or nay, because right now we don't know. We still don't know. So definitely do that. And I would also encourage anyone who is listening to this who maybe has not listened to the Fun with Friends podcast to stick around for season 3 of that. It is coming out on October 14th, I believe, 2 days before my birthday. So, it'd be a wonderful birthday present to just have everyone listen to that first episode and stay around for season 3 of the Fun with Friends podcast. And if you want something a little different content, I am launching my 3rd podcast, the Wandering Creatives podcast, on October 4th. So that's Monday. And it is a podcast that is all about sharing the stories of creatives. And that includes artists, musicians, makers. It's all about, exploring what it means to be creative, the challenges that are associated with being a maker and an artist, and what it takes to make it as a creative entrepreneur. So there are a lot of laughs, as always, but there's also a lot of kind of honest conversations about the struggles and the hardships, the pros and the cons, along with advice and inspiring stories from a variety of creatives throughout North Carolina, but then also from around the world. So I'm extremely excited for this new podcast, and I have had such an amazing time getting to connect and interview just a huge variety of amazing creative people over the last couple of months, and I'm so very excited to get this new podcast out there. So I would encourage you to check that one out as well. And stick around. The What You Streamin' podcast may be over next week, but in a few weeks you'll have the Fun with Friends podcast and also the Wandering Creatives podcast to check out. All parts of the Coots Creations production business, I guess. So check those out and stick around for the season finale of What You Streamin' next week. And with that, I'll let you go. Have a wonderful day and stream something good. Bye. Also, if you are enjoying the podcast, hop on over to Apple, iTunes, and leave us a review. Maybe smash that star button. Give us 5 stars only. No. Leave us a review, like, subscribe, comment, share with your friends, all of that fun social media stuff. We really appreciate it, and we hope that you are watching something good this week. Get out there and get to streaming, folks. Bye.